It's Susan with Susan's Country Living. Welcome to my channel. It is Saturday evening and we're out of Greek yogurt except for the little bit that I saved for our next batch. So I use an Instant Pot. Has a yogurt feature on it. It's super easy. I used to do it in a slow cooker and then or crock pot, and then had to stick it in a cold oven wrapped up in a blanket to incubate it overnight, and it was just a lot of work. And so I joined the Instant Pot group now. Here's my Instant Pot right there, and what I'm using is 1% because I happen to find these at Sprouts for 99 cents. Yes, a gallon of milk for 99 cents. It was a couple of days, and it was going to be June the 14th, so that probably around the 12th is when I picked this up, and I bought two. That's all they had left, and put them in the freezer, or I made one of them. Put this one in the freezer. Did you know that these round things? That's what that's for. You can put your milk in the freezer, and when it expands, it pops out the round panels that are on there. So I just stuck this in the fridge and took about 3 days for it to thaw out, and now I'm ready to make my yogurt. So what I've done is I have put my gallon of milk in my pot here, in my Instant Pot, and we're going to put this on, and I put it on venting because we're not pressure cooking this. And when I hit the yogurt function, I want to go to boil. So the first thing that it's going to do is go through the boil cycle, and when it's finished with the boil cycle, it will beep and let me know, and then we'll take it out, and I'll show you how I bring it down to temperature to add my Greek yogurt from my last batch that has the cultures in it. So the yogurt function, and I put it to boil, which is it's going to start in just a minute. I've got it vented. It can be closed or vented. It doesn't matter. And now it's going through that boil cycle. Okay, so our boil on our milk is finished, on our yogurt making that we're doing, and I've got some water running in the sink because I'm going to do a quick cool down on this so I can get my yogurt culture added and back in the Instant Pot for incubation. So we're going to come over here to the sink. First we're going to open this up, and I'm going to bring the water up to level with the milk, which it's almost there. So I just have an electronic instant read thermometer, and you will get this little film here, and I just take it off, put it there in the water, and see right now my temperature is, it should be about 175, something like that. Yeah, it is. So what I'm going to do is let it set here in this cold water for 15 minutes, and I'll be back to check the temperature in 15 minutes. Okay, it's been 15 minutes, so come in here and just going to do a little stir in here and check that temperature. And I'm getting 111, 113. I usually like mine around between 105 and 110 because you don't want to destroy the cultures that are in the yogurt. So I'm getting 109. So I think that's where I'm going to, by the time I pull this out and get my yogurt stirred in, it will even have come down more. So what I have here is my yogurt from my last batch that has the cultures in it. And we're going to be adding some of the hot milk into that and stirring it. Stir this, cool it just a little more. And I'm going to check that temperature one more time. Okay, 106, that's just about perfect. Just thins out the yogurt so it just makes it stir in to the milk a lot easier. And we're going to go ahead and add this into our milk. And that was about half a cup of yogurt. Stir that in. And I'm going to press, and once it says 10 on normal, that's 10 hours. Usually, I mean, it can go 8 hours, 8, 9, or 10 hours. The longer it goes, I guess the sourness of it, it's more sour the longer it incubates, is what I have found out. So this is going to go overnight, and in the morning we'll take it out and I'll show you what I do with it then. Okay, so I'm going to take mine out at 9 hours. Let's see what it looks like here. So I'm going to cancel and take my lid off. Let's see, there's a little way there in the center, but otherwise it's firmed up, so you know that it did what it was supposed to do during the incubation time. There's a little way in the center. I haven't seen that before, but it may be because I'm using a 1% fat, because that's what they had for 99 cents. So if you want this super thick, you would do the straining part right now, but I want mine not so thick, but I don't want it this runny. So I'm going to pop this into the fridge and let it chill, and then I'll show you how I strain it. I've let my yogurt sit in the refrigerator all day, and it's firmed up quite a bit, and now I'm going to strain it to get some of the whey out. And I use just a colander and a container to catch the whey. And I also have these coffee filters. These are for like a commercial restaurant style coffee filter or tea maker, and these are great. I just ordered a big old stack of them on Amazon probably, and they'll last me a long time. I think I ordered 500 of them. So what I'm going to do is take the yogurt and place it here in the filter, and it takes 2 of these to do a gallon of milk yogurt, and I usually end up with about 2 quarts if I let a lot all the way, that will come out, drain out. I'll leave this overnight, and in the morning I'll take it up. All right, that one's pretty full. And when you do this, when you just take it out of the Instant Pot, it starts dripping right away when it's still warm. And it will, if I let it drip and drip and drip till it stops, it's like the consistency of a low-fat cream cheese. I'm just going to use a spatula to get the rest of this out. And the whey is already starting to drip from underneath through the coffee filter. All right, so I'm going to pop these in the refrigerator, and in the morning I'll show you how I take it out and store it and use it. Okay, so it's been overnight and our yogurt has drained in the refrigerator, and we got about a little over a cup and a half of whey per bowl, and there was 2 bowls. So what I have here, I use it's a 2.5 liter Tupperware bowl, and the paper will tear, but I just gently lift, and I put my hand underneath and lift the paper, and then I just put it into the bowl, and the paper peels right off. Isn't that great? And then I just kind of push it down into the bowl because I've got another one here, and I just throw that away and do another one. You gotta just be careful because the paper does tear. I felt it, my finger punctured it underneath, but that's okay. And this one seems a little more runny, like it's going to give me a little more difficulty. So when that happens, I just do this and kind of flip it over as I'm going in, and it just pulls right off. So for the cost of a gallon of milk, this one happened to be 99 cents because it was expiring, or the date was in 2 days. And I use my original culture was just a 5-egg whole milk, one of those little cups that you can buy, little single serving cups. That was my starter, which is what your yogurt will taste like. So if you like a certain Greek yogurt, and it doesn't have to be Greek yogurt. It can be a regular yogurt as long as you have those active live cultures is what you want for the incubation so that it can produce your yogurt. Now we have this whey. You can use whey like you would use buttermilk. It has an acidity to it. If I pour these together, I ended up with, let's see, 6 cups. People that have pigs will feed this to the pigs. I have mixed it with some water for the chickens, but they have to drink it that day because mold will grow on it. I don't feed it to them a whole lot. People use it for, put it in their bath. There's, lots of applications out there on the internet for whey. It stores about a week in the fridge. I believe you can freeze it if you needed it, but I've used it like buttermilk and like pancakes, waffles, cornbread, and it works just great. You never know the difference. You might be able to marinate your chicken before you fry it in it, like you would buttermilk possibly. I've not done that. So if you have an Instant Pot and you've never tried your own homemade yogurt, it is delicious. You can make it how you want it. You know what's in it. You can use organic, grass-fed milk. I don't use raw milk because my raw milk is expensive, and the boiling part kills off. It pasteurizes it, basically, is what it does. So yeah, that's how you can make some yogurt with your Instant Pot. Use it in smoothies. We make a parfait with blueberries, yogurt, our honey, and a little bit of grain-free granola on top. And we eat that. My husband eats that every day for breakfast. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye, y'all.